Hey guys, what's up? It's Dan again from CryptoCamacho.com, bringing you another cryptocurrency update and recommendation. Guys, today I want to review a specific coin that's recently hit the Binance exchange. It was recently listed, I think literally just a couple of hours ago. It was listed today and it's seeing some very, very good action. It's seeing a lot of volume, it's seeing a lot of fluctuation up and down. I want to do the review of it because I like the coin, I like what they're trying to do, and I'm very curious what you guys think about it. The coin that I want to review today, it's called IOST. So IOST.io is their website. And what it is, basically what they're touting is the next generation secured, highly scalable ecosystem for services. iOS, the Internet of Services, as they're calling it, offers a solid infrastructure for all kinds of online service providers. Its ultra-high TPS, privacy protection, scalable, and secure blockchain provide infinitely many new possibilities for online service providers to serve their customer base. The reason I like this technology, guys, is because it's, again, a platform, and it's not a specific technology or application built on any of the Bitcoin core blockchain or Ethereum blockchains or anything like that. It's its own thing. It's its own technology. It's its own platform. And it's a platform aimed at the service industry, at service provider type of industry, right? What's a service provider? A service provider may be the AT&Ts of the world, the Comcasts of the world, the folks that hook you up with the internet or phone or anything else, right? These are all service providers. There's many different types of them, many different flavors of them in the technology space. And this company, IOST, is aiming to disrupt that market by providing an infrastructure for those service companies to utilize their data, to store their data, to manage their data, to transact on their data, and offering incentives to do that through their cryptocurrency that they're developing. They actually didn't even go to outside investors to raise money for their ICO. They did it all internally, which is also another very good sign to me that they didn't need to go the route of marketing and hype to actually promote their platform. They feel confident enough in their platform that they raised private capital to do so. And they have a note right here. Note, our institution only private token sale has been completed. No public sale will be held. Investors in China, USA, and Korea were not allowed. Check out the legal disclaimer for more details. So even if they did have an ICO, you wouldn't have been able to participate in it if you were a US citizen, but you can certainly buy their token on the Binance exchange. I'm going to jump over here to Coinigy. I'm going to show you what their token is doing so far. So this is literally the launch. Their launch of their token was today. It was just a few hours ago today, or maybe even like 2 hours ago or something like that today. It gone way up to 1350, and then it actually dropped all the way down to 1043. Now hovering somewhere around 1115. I think there's going to be a lot of potential, especially if you get in early on this one, and it's already rising. I actually just threw about $1,500 into this token right now, maybe 5 minutes before I started recording this video. Went onto Binance and bought about $1,500 worth of this token. I bought it down here. I bought it very, very much towards the bottom because I saw, look, it spiked way up because it just came out and everybody was, wow, I want to get a piece of it. But then it very quickly plummeted. I don't know why it plummeted, but it did plummet. And it plummeted down pretty far, right? Down by the 10.4. And now it's already kind of making its way back up. What I did is I actually went to CoinMarketCap, and I was just curious, just sorting through the most recent 24-hour changes. I noticed that iOS token was at 243%, right, of an increase literally just when it launched or went live. And so I immediately jumped on that, and I went over to Binance and made a purchase, not a very big purchase, but about $1,000. Because I think there is potential here and I think there's momentum. It's going up, just recently listed. The volume is going to increase pretty significantly. Same for Particle. I just did a review on Particle for you guys and it jumped 50% as well. I didn't buy it. I wish I had bought it because it's up 50% today. So I think that's pretty awesome. Another one, Steam is going up, but I don't want to talk about Steam today. Anyway, I do want to jump back and just give you kind of a sense of why I'm bullish on this cryptocurrency. Would love to know your thoughts, but really it's a new technology, it's a new platform, and I'm betting bigger on new platform type of technologies versus just coins that are leveraging existing blockchains as well, because I think there's a lot of potential for them if they can crack into the right industries and get some momentum there's a lot of potential for them to build on top of the platform, right? They have many people coming to them to use their platform versus them just issuing a token and hoping there's some utility in the token. They're actually offering an entire platform for people to use. A lot of companies are doing this, right? GE is doing this, Microsoft is doing this, SAP is doing this, Intel is doing this. They're all building platforms around different things. They're building platforms for, the Internet of Things. Adobe's building a marketing cloud platform because they know the money is in platforms. It is not in, specific point solutions. It's in the platforms that enable point solutions all around. And iOS is doing this for the service industry, right? For the service providers industry. So let's just read a little bit. Our innovative, efficient, distributed sharding technology largely improves the scalability of the network by dynamically partitioning the iOS network into subspaces via a secure, bias-free, stochastic process. So they're disrupting the way the database scales, the way that it's organized with this EDS technology that they've developed, right? Their perfectly partitioning state allows for multiple groups handled in parallel. Fast grade commit protocol to enforce consistency among cross-shard transactions. Bias-resistant distributed randomness, an innovative, effective, secure way to introduce unbiased randomness into the iOS network. So there's some security built in there as well. And this is really what they're touting, their groundbreaking consensus mechanism. We designed the proof of believability, so it's not proof of stake, it's not proof of work, it's proof of believability mechanism to eliminate the need for an energy-hungry proof of work protocol. So they're trying to get around that proof of work protocol that takes a lot of energy, which is what Bitcoin is doing. They're trying to get around that. And so which stands as a barrier to blockchain scaling up from a much wider use. And this is a big issue right now with Bitcoin scaling is their proof of work protocol. It requires a lot of energy, very, very slow to confirm transactions, things like that. They're trying to get around that. Believability of a node is calculated based on a contribution and behaviors. Meanwhile, fairness is ensured with the algorithmic randomness. So they're trying to put in some predictive AI type of technologies in here to where you get to a certain threshold in the network, and the network then actually believes, okay, there's been enough action, enough proof for us to probabilistically assume that the transaction has happened, and that's what speeds up. It's all done with probabilistic probabilities and things like that, right? So this is the last piece I want to show. It's an iOS is a user-friendly ecosystem for your next big ideas. So this is where ideas will be built on top of. They'll build on top of this infrastructure that they're building out. And this gives a very similar, view of how the infrastructure works. Decentralized apps and smart contracts similar to Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies out there. Data storage services are the backbone of any ecosystem. With HUDs, the iOS ecosystem provides a decentralized, secure, searchable, efficient, and economical way to store information. So they're going to allow data service providers to store their information and use this technology, this blockchain, to essentially transact and work with their data over time, over large scale networks, right, that are virtually anywhere in the world. And that's really it. They have an established team, pretty seasoned veterans. You can take a look at their backgrounds, a lot of mathematics degrees, philosophy degrees, things like that. Very, very, technically savvy, high, what's the word I'm looking for? High success-minded people that are part of this team. You can go and look at them, but they got a very, very good team built out. Already a lot of investors internally. They didn't even need to raise public funds, like I mentioned, because they have all these private investors. So anyway, I'm bullish on IOST coin, and I just bought some right now on Binance. Let's look at the chart. Still hovering down at the bottom here. I'd like to see it go up, but it's literally been about 20 minutes since I bought it. So I'm hopeful for the best, and I'll let you know how it turns out. I'm Dan from CryptoCamacho.com. Hopefully this was useful. Let me know your thoughts on IOST. I'd love to know if you think it's going to go up, if it's bullish, if you like the technology. Would love to hear what you have to say. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you next time. Later.